All right, good evening, everyone there in South Africa. This is Mike Dalcoe, the CEO, Continuously Empowering Others. I'm also live on Facebook, and so I want to welcome our business partners, friends, family, affiliates, associates, people who are here for the first time, trying to hear a little bit about what it is that we do. And I love presenting this business. Sort of a spur of the moment here, my business partner, Mr. Roger, the Big Pill Williams, not feeling well today. And so I'm going to try to fill in for him. It's hard to fill in for that guy because he explains this business better than no one else. But I'm going to do my best to explain this business. Now, I want to explain it from a couple of different angles, but I want to start with why we're doing for that guy, because he explains this business better than no one else. But I'm going to do my best to explain this business. Now, I want to explain it from a couple of different angles, but I want to start with, Rhonda, do you still live in Kentucky? Why we're doing for that guy, because he explains this business better than no one else. But I'm going to do my best to explain this business. Now, I want to explain it from a couple of different angles, but I want to start with, Rhonda, do you still live in Kentucky? Why we're doing for that guy? Because Kentucky, we go way back, way back. I'm having a little technical difficulty here, but we'll get through it. Let me stop my screen share for a second. All right, there we go. So I, in 2013, I know I'm hearing an echo also. Stand by for a second. Let me go to my headset. You guys hang in there for me for 1 second. Let me go to my headset. All right. That should be better. Now, guys, let me know if you hear an echo now, and I'll hopefully that's better. You should not be hearing an echo at this point, and that should be better. So in 2013, Betty, let me know if you can hear me better, if that's echoing or if I'm clear. 2013, I got a call from a good friend of mine, and he said, Mike, I need to show you something. He said, this is the future of money. And I was like, that's a big statement there, Nate. The future of money, really? He said, yeah, man, what we're doing is absolutely amazing. You've got to take a look at this. And so I said, okay, all right, we'll take a look. And I did. And Lucian, I'm like you, Lucian with the solution. It blew my mind because no one had ever shared with me how this business, how money worked. Now, I was a mortgage banker. I had been in the mortgage banking industry for 15 years. And yet nobody took the time to break down the simple concept of how money works and what real money is. And you know, right now, people are looking for alternative currencies and alternative means of transferring money, payment systems. I'm going to show you a payment system that not only gives you an alternative way of transferring for products, goods, and services, I'm also going to show you a way to build a lasting and enduring legacy. I was reading some Robert Kiyosaki this morning, and Robert Kiyosaki said something very powerful. He said, you know, he's a precious metals enthusiast. He loves gold and silver. He said it's good to have gold and silver. He said it's great actually to have gold and silver because they store your wealth and they help you build a legacy. He said, but they go up in value over time. So it can take a while for it to build some true wealth. And really, it's a store of value. He said it's also good to be in the I quadrant where you actually grow your wealth by letting your money work for you. He said, and that's a great way to build wealth and to do it quickly. He said, but you have to be prepared to lose some money because with every investment, there is a risk of loss. He said, and we don't know. He said, but the one thing you definitely need to learn how to do, and that is you need to learn how to be an entrepreneur because entrepreneurs are never out of work. They're never unemployed. Once you learn how to be an entrepreneur, and it is all learnable skills. They are learnable skills. Once you learn how to do it, Mr. Kobe McDonald, good to see you. Once you learn that skill of becoming an entrepreneur, there is no turning back. I mean, once you learn how to make money on your own, independent of the global economy, it spoils you and you can never go back. And folks, I've talked to some people over the last 2 or 3 years, and they say things like, and I'm going to be a little bit verbose here because I think this is important. This may even be, Mr. Dianashi, this may even be more important than the whole presentation. I hear people say things to me like, I don't want to do one of those home-based business things. I don't want to, talk to people and sell stuff. Well, good news, you don't have to sell anything. I'm not going to show you any sales techniques. This is not a sales business. I'm going to show you how to build wealth and get rich without selling. Now, there's nothing wrong with selling. I'm a salesperson. I love selling. But I'm going to show you a business model that allows you to build wealth without selling. But if you're interested in building true and lasting wealth, you're going to need to open your mind to being an entrepreneur. And you're going to need to open your mind to the best entrepreneurial system in the world, which is what I'm about to show you. It's Karatbars International. So I've been sharing with people when they say, I don't like talking to people. I don't like building those business things. I say to them, well, you need to get over that. And if you're a person today that's looking to build wealth and you don't want to talk to anybody, you probably can go ahead and disconnect right now. You can go ahead and log off. Go to somebody else's live stream. There's a bunch of people out there cussing and talking about all kind of foolishness. Go ahead and jump over to their live stream. This live stream is not for entertainment value. This live stream is helping people get free. And if you want to be free, you might want to tune in for a minute. Because I got started November 12th of 2013, and by March 3rd of 2014, I was able to replace my full-time income and go full-time in this business model that I'm about to share with you, and I have not looked back. I've not punched the clock since March 3rd of 2014. You need to be open to becoming an entrepreneur, as Robert Kiyosaki said, and building wealth independent of the global economy. There you go. All right. So I guess now I still have the people here who want to hear that information. All right. So let's get started. Now, as this presentation begins, I love this opening slide because it says people don't plan to fail. They fail to plan. And some people don't have a plan at all. They don't even know they're not planning. They're just going about trying to survive, trying to make it. Life is tough. Can I get a witness from somebody that life can be really tough? It can throw things at you that you had no way of anticipating. And life can be brutal, but life can also be beautiful. And life is very fair. It's very fair. Every morning that you wake up, the sun is shining. That's because life is fair. It's not dark for you and light for somebody else, for your neighbor. In your part of the world, whatever hemisphere you're in, when the sun shines, it's shining on everyone in that area. When it rains in your neighborhood, it's raining for everyone. Right? It's a fair playing field. The universe is fair. It's so fair you can set your clock, your watch to it. The sun's going to come up every day and the set at the same time every day. It's a fair world. So all you have to do is plug into that energy. Do you know that the world is so filled with abundance until in your front yard, your grass will grow up and you won't even see your house if you don't cut it. The world is filled with abundance. It's filled with abundance. There is no lack. The only part of this world that suffers lack is human beings, and that's because we have a free will. We have the right to choose what we want out of life. And so very often we choose to lose. And I don't think we do it on purpose. I think we've been taught and trained to lose. What were we all taught? Think about what our training and teaching is. We were taught to go to school, get a good education, make really good grades so you could graduate, get a scholarship, and as few student loans as possible. And get your diploma or your certificate, your degree, get that piece of paper which qualifies you to get out here and find a job, right? You get to get out here and get a job, and you get to fill out a bunch of applications. And if by chance somebody hires you, now you get to work in the corporate America environment where you're not paid enough and you get taxed about 35% of your income. And you work hard for 5, 10, 20, 40 years, and you never seem to get ahead. It's like being a hamster in a wheel. And so some of us, we get wise and we say, well, you know what? I think I need to work faster. And I think I need to go get a second job. So we run out here and we get a second job. Well, folks, the question is, if the job or career or task that you perform were ever meant to make you wealthy and give you true freedom, when is it going to happen? I love what Gloria Bradley says in the chat room right here. She says, overworked and underpaid. That sounds so good. That sounds so cliche, and it's so true. All of us have experienced being overworked and underpaid. A friend of mine on her job, they let some people go. They downsized, but they didn't downsize the work. They didn't downsize the work. And so the work still had to be done. They just had fewer people to do it. So they shoveled the work to other people. They shoveled the work to other people. They didn't hire new people to fill the work, and they didn't reduce the workload. The workload stayed the same with fewer people to perform the duties. They just made the other people work harder, overworked and underpaid. You know, my friend, Miss Pastor Christy Wheeler says, Mike Dalcoe, the greatest business guru in the bless you. You know, it's so funny when people say things like that. It's so humbling, because had it not been for this business, I wouldn't know hardly any of the things I know now about wealth and money. So thank you, Ms. Wheeler, for saying that. But you know, the real guru is this business that I'm about to show you, and our CEO and founder, Mr. Harold Sykes. This business is a blessing. So people work those jobs, and they work 2 jobs. They only find out that they're just twice as tired. They have half as much free time to spend with their friends, loved ones, and families. As a matter of fact, guys, the Census Bureau did a statistic, and out of 100 people by 65 retirement age, only one of those people was wealthy. Folks, let me tell you right now, if you work in a job, if you have a job right now, I have some news for you. If there are 100 people at work, only one of you guys will retire wealthy based on the statistics here in the United States of America. That's 99% chance that you're going to retire less than wealthy. And that's not good news. The second stat is 3 of them will still work past retirement. They're 65, 68, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90. I've got some friends now that are in the medical profession. They're in their mid-70s, still operating on people. And I know they say things like, you know, I love my job. I know, and maybe they do. But a very real point is they love their job and they have to keep working, because if they stop doing surgery or their private care nursing or their lawyer in a law firm, when they leave, their income is going to stop. They end up getting another job in retirement. 4 of them maybe have enough to retire, but no significant money left for their legacy. And 63 retire, but they retire dependent on Social Security. Anybody ever seen a Social Security check each month? Is that enough to live off of? So you end up living on charity and family as well as your Social Security. And 29 of those 100, they die before they retire. Folks, life is short. Life is short and full of many troubles. And so we deserve to live a good life. How many of you want to live a good life, free from a 9-to-5 job? Folks, today, just today, literally, I was talking to a gentleman, and Gabriel Kastner, you're going to love this. He's from Germany. And when we got off the phone, he said, Auf Wiedersehen. And that means see you later or goodbye. So he said, I'll be the saint to me, and he's going to teach me German, Gabriel. And I got so excited because he joined my team. His name is Fred. And Fred joined the team, and he's very excited. And I'm looking forward to meeting him in Vegas when we have our celebration, so that he can talk to Mr. Harold Seitz in German, and I can just stand there and try to learn little bitty bits and pieces of the language. And that's the type of business we have. He's past retirement age, and he's getting paid his retirement benefits. He also, Gabrielle, has some retirement from Germany, which I'm not familiar with what that's called, but he's very excited about Carrot Bars now because it gives him the opportunity to build real lasting wealth for his heirs, his children. So he already said he's going to go 5 and 5, and he's going to blow this business up. So I get very excited about sharp seniors that know how to use the technology, and that's the type of business opportunity we have here. I got way ahead of myself when I saw Gabrielle on the stream. So we need a reality check. We need a better way. We need to ask ourselves, are we getting what we want out of life? And we need to ask ourselves, is there anything out there that's a better way? And there are a lot of great things out here. You need to open your mind to these opportunities to build wealth independent of a 9-to-5 job. I see my good friend Sherry Brown on the stream, and Sherry made this statement to me, and it really resonated with me. It actually, I hear it all the time when I'm talking to people who are working and struggling. She said, you know, I've tried working the 9-to-5 stuff. She said, and you go to work and you struggle just as much financially as if you didn't have a job. So why have a job? I'd rather just stay home and work my home-based business. If you're going to struggle, at least be free. And she says it better than I can say it, but that's definitely the truth, folks. You think about it. When you go to work and you come home at the end of the week and they send you a little check, you pay your bills, and there's nothing left. I mean, you can hustle up bill money doing a bunch of things from home. You don't have to go and give somebody 8 hours of your day. There's all kind of little investment opportunities and things you can do, so you don't have to trade your most precious asset, your time, for dollars. Are you serious? I mean, I know I sound maybe a little verbose. I'm not trying to be that voracious in my attempt to explain this business, but I will say that jobs, man, they are brutal. They will fire you. People say, I love my job. Here, look, let me say something. Let me say something right here. Let me stop the screen share. Let me talk to my brothers and sisters, because, man, we get twisted sometimes. We get this really twisted. Let me make this bold statement to you. You may love your job. You really might. You might really love your job. But my question to you is, does your job love you? Okay? Does your job love you? Very often people love their jobs, but their jobs are focused on the bottom line. They could care less. Guys, I was watching this political show, and they had one of President Trump's administrators on. I think he's over employment. He's in the employment sector or something in the administration. I'll try to get that information later for you, and I may even type it in. But they said to him, they had a room full of CEOs. It was a CEO's forum, and they were meeting, and they were interviewing the Secretary of Employment. What is it called? Anyway, in commerce, where you go to unemployment, HHS, not Health and Human Services. Either way, it was the guy who keeps track of all the things that relate to employment in the economy. And they said to all these CEOs, they said, when we do this tax plan, they said, when we do this new tax cut, it's going to put a lot more money into these companies, and they'll be able to hire more people. And the interviewer, hear me clearly, hear me so clear here. The interviewer, Cheryl, you're funny, I'll have to read that in a minute. The interviewer asked the CEOs of all these major companies, it was like 50 of them in the room. He said, okay, we're going to do the tax cut for you guys. How many of you are going to take those tax cuts and reinvest them into hiring more people? And here goes the room. Like 4 of the 50 CEOs, 4 of them raised their hands. Folks, they're not going to hire more people. They're going to give themselves bigger bonuses. They're not going to hire you. Boy, we are so bamboozled. They're not going to hire more people. They're just going to give themselves bigger bonuses. They're told the truth. So, let's don't get all caught up listening to the government and hoping that the government's going to swoop in and save you, or they're going to bring back those good jobs. Your good jobs are being taken. Thank you, Gabrielle, the ECC. Your good jobs are being taken by technology. Nobody's taking your job. Nobody's taking your job. They're being taken by technology. And folks like taxi cab drivers, I don't know how they stay in business. Technology allowed Uber to swoop in here and capture most of the market share for the taxi cab services. Right? In the coal mining industry, I know they're good coal mining jobs, but you know what? Electric, renewable energy sources are taking over those jobs. Nobody's taking your job. Life, progress is taking your job. So we got to find a better way. We got to find a better way. And folks, I got good news for you. There's a better way. Most people, and it's real talk, Ron's Range. I like what Sherry Brown says. She said, carrot bars won't let me stay broke. They just keep paying me to save gold and stay at home. I love it. I absolutely love it. So let's do some, let's talk about how most people make money. 95% of the people in the world make money the same way. They have a job. Another small portion of people, they have a job and they work for themselves, or they just work for themselves. That's called self-employed. They own a job. They still don't have a system that leverages their efforts with the efforts of other people. But at least they don't have to answer to a boss. But boy, if they're not able to work, they're not able to get paid. The better way is to own a business where you have people working with you or for you. You own a system that generates residual income. And then the other way, in the right-hand side of the cash flow quadrant, made famous by Robert Kiyosaki, is that you have money working for you, as Warren Buffett is showing there. Your money works for you. And this is one of the most powerful ways to get wealthy, because money is going to work for you 24/7, and so will your business. And so you need to learn how to be on the right side of the cash flow quadrant if you ever want to really, truly build wealth. One of the most famous books in the world, one of my favorite books, The Richest Man in Babylon, it teaches you to pay yourself first. You know, most working Americans have less than $10,000 in savings, and that's a shame. But a portion of everything you earn is yours to keep. Wouldn't it be great that you got paid to keep your own money? Wouldn't that be a good business model if you got paid to keep your own money? Number two, you must create residual income. And successful people know that if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you'll work until you die. That's called leverage and residual income. Number three, you've got to overcome taxation. And as a W-2 wage earner, having a job, your largest expense is going to be taxes. So you've got to find a way to offset taxes. And a home-based business is one of the best ways to reduce your tax exposure. Then you must learn how to solve inflation. Prices are always going up, and that's really not prices going up. It's the buying power of your dollar going down. Prices really haven't changed. I'm going to prove that. As a matter of fact, prices are probably getting cheaper. Okay? Prices are really going down. Well, you say, no, they're not, Mike. I'm gonna beg to differ with you, and I'm going to show you why I say that in a moment. I think prices are getting lower. I saw this. Oh, man, I wish I could find that picture, Mr. Williams, that I had. I put on Facebook this picture in 1951, I believe. You could buy, like a Studebaker for 60 ounces of gold. 60 ounces of gold. Flash forward to 2016, you could take that 60 ounces of gold and buy 3 luxury cars, 3 high-end cars, you know, sports car and like a Cadillac or Mercedes. You could buy 3 cars for 60 ounces of gold now. So I don't think prices are going up. I think the value of the dollar is just going down. Like literally 60 ounces of gold a day, even if you took the manipulated price on the market of $1,300 an ounce, 60 ounces would be $78,000. You divide 78,000 by 3, you could get 3 $26,000 vehicles. Okay? 3 $26,000 vehicles. So guys, prices aren't really going up. The buying power of your paper cash is going down. It's becoming less and less effective as a medium of exchange. So the first thing you need to do is solve inflation. You need to get rid of that paper in lieu of something that's going to store your wealth. If you are saving, you cannot save paper after what I just shared with you. You just can't. Number 5, you need to create leverage. In other words, you need to have the benefit of other people assisting you in building your wealth. And Roger just texted me that picture. Mr. Williams, if you can put that up on your screen, I will give you the controls and let you just show them that graphic. They need to see that. Your buying power is going down. It's not prices going up. I get so overwhelmed when I hear people say the price of gold is down. There's no such thing. Gold is the constant. It's the buying power of it's the value of gold in relation to the dollar. The dollar is going up and down, not gold. Gold is expanding your wealth and is remaining consistent. It is the raggedy little dollar that's going down. Mr. Williams, if you can put that up, let me know, because I want to show them that graphic. I saw that text you just sent me. And I'll go on to the next slide. So folks, the problem is our weak money system. And Mr. Williams is going to show you that. Look at this, folks. 1971. Wow, I went back too far. 1971, 60 ounces of gold it took to buy that car. Here it is today. Folks, with that same 60 ounces of gold, you can buy you one of those nice little Fiestas. You can get you that little Ford over there on the left and get you a little sports car for 60 ounces of gold. You can get 3 cars. If you had been saving that 60 ounces of gold in 1971 and just held it, today you could start a car lot. Thank you, Mr. Williams. You can kick it back to me now. I appreciate that, man. And see, that's what teamwork is all about. So, folks, definitely you want to start holding gold. Gold is not going down. It's a safe store of value. And I hear people saying, well, there's a lot of new things out there now that are safe stores of value, as proven by how many years of history. Gold has a 5,000-year track record. I'm not saying that other investment strategies are not successful. I'm just saying they're investments. They have a risk right now. They haven't proven themselves. They're great, but they haven't proven themselves. Gold has proven itself time after time to be a safe store of value. So with Karat Bars International, simply save your money in gold and get paid to share with others how to do the same. I know, Sheila Nolan, don't worry about it, sister. We got the right thing in our hands. Save your money in gold and get paid to share with others how to do the same. And that's with Karat Bars International. Karat Bar is located in Stuttgart, Germany, down the street from Mercedes-Benz Corporation, the largest distributor of small gold bars in the world. That's who we are with Karat Bars International. The largest distributor of small gold bars in the world. Founded in 2011, doing business in over 100 countries. Our CEO and founder, the amazing Mr. Harold Seitz. Mr. Harold Seitz is being recognized all around the world, even on magazines. They're calling him the king of gold. And his mission is to produce the highest quality of gold available in the market, making it easily accessible to the masses of honest people around the world at a price point everyone can afford. My goal is that Karat Bars helps millions find financial freedom from the current system of debt. Now, I'm excited today. I got to talk some more. I really want to just keep this presentation moving, but I got to talk to you. Because when I just read that mission, something hit me. It struck me really hard. And when he said, I want to help people find financial freedom from the current system of debt, and I repeat, every other medium of exchange is still tied to debt because everything's priced in dollars. So no matter what you exchange it for, it's still being priced in dollars. Gold has no counterpart. In other words, if you're trading in any commodity or any currency, you're only expanding your trade because someone else is betting against it. You only win when someone else loses. Only Karat Bars gives you the ability to save in a medium that has no counterpart. So no one has to lose for you to win. The only thing that has to happen for gold to continue to escalate in value is for countries of the world to continue to print paper money. And they're going to do that. So there is no competition with what we do here with Karatbars International. And we have a proven relevant system that anyone in the world can take advantage of with 3 optional ways to participate. Option 1 is to just save gold. Now, if you have any question about whether you want to save gold, Mr. Williams just showed you those cars where you could buy 1 car in 1971 with 60 ounces of gold. Today, you can buy 3 cars. It expanded your wealth. But if that wasn't enough, let me show you another reason why the experts say you should save gold. 1971, that same year. Mr. Williams, I need to put that in this presentation. It's just as to double up on the proof. In 1971, if you had 1 little bitty gram of gold, and it is tiny, concentrated wealth, if you had 1 gram of gold, you just held it under your mattress and cashed it in. That day, back then, if you cashed it in, you could get 5 loaves of bread. But today, if you cash it in, you could get over 20 loaves of bread. But if you had $1 in 1971, you could buy 4 loaves of bread. But today, just here it is, a little over 20 years later, it won't buy even 1 loaf of bread. That is, again, proof that paper money won't save. If you're saving paper money, why are you doing that? If you're not saving gold, why not? I have to say what Tiffany from Macon says. If you're not saving gold, why not? And I'm going to show you a smart way to save gold where it's compounding your gold savings. Boy, compounding, leverage. Leverage is powerful. I'm going to show you leverage. Now let's put this in monetary terms. If the bread wasn't enough for you, if you saved $1,000 in 1971, today's buying power of that $1,000 would only buy $165 of products, goods, and services. But if you put that $1,000 in gold in 1971, today that gold would be worth $32,000. See, all you got to do is transfer the power of savings from paper, which lost 83.5% since 1971, over to gold, which has gained 3,137%. Gold has not had a losing year ever. Gold stores your wealth, and gold is free of value-added tax. So gold is inflation-proof because gold is money, and it is a safe store of value and wealth. So Karatbars makes it easy to save gold. It's not expensive. That's right. India is not emotional. It's just math. We don't have to be too happy about stacking paper. They don't love you, and you shouldn't love them. You should fall in love with what loves you, and gold loves you. It stores your wealth. It treats you right. And with Karatbars, you can get gold in 1 gram, 2.5 grams, or 5 gram increments in our flagship product, the Karatbar. It has hologram security. It has the LBMA insignia of accreditation on the back, and the CEO and founder, Mr. Harold Seitz's signature on the back of the card. Karatbars is accepted worldwide as payment, and that worldwide network of payment of people that accept Karatbars gold only is growing every single day, and you can help it grow by expanding it and sharing with the businesses. I'll talk about that in a moment. And if you can't afford a 1 gram, we even have tenths of a gram, 1/10, 2/10, 4/10, and 6/10 in our cash gold product. It is a one-of-a-kind proprietary product that no one else has, Karatbars Cash Gold. And folks, we even have what's called Karat Bank. And Mr. Williams, if you could cue up that Karat Bank video, I'm going to show that in a couple of slides. Once you get it queued up, just maybe type in the chat room and let me know you got it queued up, and I will give way to you and let people see this video. Folks, where we're going with this business is going to change. It's changing the world. It's changing the world right now. People are looking for alternative currency methods. Karatbars is the best in the world. So, Mr. Williams, once you get that queued up, let me know, and I'm going to talk about that. Now, I talked about companies that accept Karatbars as payment for products, goods, and services. We call them K-exchanges. People say, why Karatbars versus any other gold? Because with Karatbars, you don't have to exchange your gold back to cash to purchase products, goods, and services and end up losing some of your value on your gold because the gold dealers are in business to make a profit. They're not going to give you full value. They're going to beat you out of some of your value. Really, it's about 10% you're going to lose when you exchange it back to cash. With Karatbars International, you don't have to do that because our K exchanges will accept the gold as payment for products, goods, and services. And then we also have what's called Carat Pay. Now, folks love digital currency. How about digital currency rather than being backed by nothing, manufactured out of thin air, mined from ones and zeros in a computer and subject to hacks and the electric grid? If the electric grid goes down, you don't have access to your wealth. That's not a bad thing. It's just a thing. It's just something to keep in mind. Well, how about with Karatbars, you have physical, tangible, real gold in a vault that you can have shipped home via FedEx. And you can keep some with you and keep some in your vault in Stuttgart, and it can be transferred digitally over the Carat Pay app. And we even have Carat Bank located in Singapore. So folks, this is an ironclad global gold money system, and it is powerful. Similar to PayPal, but backed by real physical gold. Great point, Ms. Gabrielle Kastner. All right, so that's the first way. The second way is to save and earn. With Karatbars International, not only do you save gold, but you can use what I call leverage, which means you can earn commissions simply by referring others to save in gold as well. Now, let me go back to that previous slide, and I'm going to give the presentation over to Mr. Williams to play this video and show you how integral Carat Bank, Carat Pay, and K Exchange are going to be in the very near future. Over to you, Mr. Williams. Wow. Wow. Man, I'll tell you, we are literally changing the world. I mean, we're changing how people think about money. Another thing that happened to me with Karatbars is, as amazing as this business is, and we have the ability to transact physical gold over a digital medium, it made me think different about what I do with my money. Boy, that's, whew. Thank you, Mr. Williams. So option number two. So option one, save gold. Option two, save and earn. As you save gold for yourself and share with others how to do the same. Karatbars pays you a monthly commission on the first of every month called the unilevel monthly bonus. And you can earn between 0.5% all the way up to 6%. And that's of your entire global organization, because in Karatbars, there are no levels. Let me repeat that. I love the multi-level industry. I love it. It creates millionaires left and right. But in Karatbars, it's networking on steroids because there are no levels. Amazing, amazing business model here. And not only can you earn commissions in cash and gold, you can also earn free gold. not just commission gold, but free gold. Every time you have so many people in your organization saving gold, you can earn up to 25 grams of free gold per month simply by saving gold for yourself and sharing with others how to do the same. I would like to ask those of you that are in Carrot Bars and are watching on this live stream not to put your link, please, in the chat room. If you can't, you are allowed to share this on your page, but we want to just keep everything ethical because we make sure that these presentations are generic, and so that no one's people are going to people that didn't share the business with them. I hope that didn't come out too hard. I don't mean any harm with that. It's just, I love this industry and I want to make sure that we maintain our integrity so that everybody can benefit from this extraordinary business model of networking through Carrot Bars International, okay? And then option 3, maximize your earnings, maximize your income. Well, how do you do that? Simply by acquiring a one-time out-of-pocket business package. You can choose the bronze package, which is around $200 one-time out-of-pocket. You can choose the silver package, $450 one-time out-of-pocket. The gold package, roughly $1,200 one-time out-of-pocket. And the VIP package, roughly $2,300 one-time out-of-pocket. Once you've acquired that business package, you have 0 monthly expenses ever. Now, this is option 3. It's not mandatory, but it's a smart choice because it speeds up your income dramatically. And once you have your business package, it's a tax-deductible income-producing asset, and you have no additional expenses to operate your global gold business ever. And then you want to upload your KYC documents. That means know your customer. No problem. Not a problem, see. I know you didn't mean to. I know you, brother. You're good. It's all good. I'm just as part of what I do, I have to be a coach and I have to be a leader. I know you didn't mean any harm. And guys, don't you guys say anything bad to that person. He apologized. I know he didn't mean to. I'm just trying to, I have to say it when I see it. So we love you. Okay. Appreciate you very much. All right. Keep it rolling. Let's go. All right. And so KYC, know your customer. You have to upload a photo ID and some document that's mailed to your house because you're going to be getting physical gold mailed to your house. And yes, Roz Range, VIP is the place to be. Then you want to set up your auto exchange. And we have hugely flexible auto exchange. You can set it up weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly. You can get 1 gram a month, 2.5 grams a month, 5 grams a month, 1 gram a week, 2.5 a week, 5 grams a week. Whatever you want to do, you have all these options in your back office to set up your auto exchange. I'm reading this really good book. It's called The Automatic Millionaire. And one of the first things this book teaches is to set up an automatic savings plan so that your emotions aren't involved. I know a lot of times people want to save, but then they get a check or they get some money and they get emotional. They want to buy that new pair of shoes, that new handbag, or they want to go on that vacation, that cruise, and they end up letting their emotions make them make an expenditure outside of their money system. Well, folks, the richest man in Babylon says, pay thyself first. Make sure you're paying you first and keeping a portion of your money before you start doing other things. And then the last thing you want to do is duplicate. You want to invite others to do exactly what you just did. And that system of duplication will create wealth for you and your family. It looks a little bit like this. So you sign up, you get a business package, you set up your auto exchange, and then you share with a couple of other people, 2 or more, because we have what's called a dual team. That's two teams. So you want at least 2 people, or as many as you want, but at least 2. And they get their business package and they set themselves up on auto exchange for some amount weekly or monthly or bi-weekly, whichever they choose to do. And then they share with 2 or more how to get a business package, set themselves up on auto exchange. So it's 1, 2, 3. Get a business package, upload your documents, set up your automatic savings, and then you just go and find 2 or more people to do the same. And that system of duplication begins to do the same thing over and over and over again. Everybody's telling everybody, sharing with their friends who are sharing with their friends and family, who are sharing with their friends, family, and associates, and your organization begins to grow. And the beautiful thing again is there are no levels. You get paid to infinity. You generate volume to infinity, again, in the dual team as well. And so let's take a look at how that works. The dual team. You've got a left team and a right team. Now, if any of you have been in networking business before, I'm sure you've heard of binaries. Well, this is like a binary on steroids. Everything you love about a binary is in here. Everything you hate about a binary is not in here. Things like volume flushing or balancing, leg balancing. We have none of that in Karatbars International. When you have a left team and a right team, and anytime anyone on either team saves gold or gets a business package, it creates units. And when you have 25 units on one team and 50 units on the other team, and again, no balancing is required. It doesn't matter if it's left or right. Your volume can switch from the bigger leg to the smaller leg, back and forth, left or right. It doesn't matter. The system is simply looking for 25 on one team and 50 on the other. And when you have that combination, you're going to get paid based on the business package that you chose. If you chose the bronze package, €20 per payout. If you chose silver, €40 per payout. If you chose gold, it's €60 per payout. And if you chose VIP, it's €80 per payout. And those dual team payouts will calculate every single time the system sees 25 and 50. It doesn't care if you're rich or poor, black, white, tall, fat, short, skinny, Jew, Gentile, Greek, Protestant, atheist. It doesn't care. The system sees the units, it gives you the payout. And you can earn up to 180,000 dual team payouts every single week. If it was just $1 a payout, that'd be 180,000 euro per week. You can earn 180,000 dual team payouts based on your business package each week. Yes, folks, this is a money system. We get paid on our own custom branded Karatbars MasterCard. All of the cash commissions you earn are deposited onto your MasterCard. If you have a dual team business package, you get paid weekly. Whenever you have commissions to be paid, the cash is deposited on your MasterCard to be used as any other debit card can be used. And the gold that you earn in your commissions and your free gold through our loyalty rewards is deposited into your free gold savings account. And folks like to do their research, and I understand that, folks, and that's why I love Karatbars, is the research has been done. Yes, Sherry Brown, DTPs, baby, dual team payouts. And the research has been done. All of our gold is real. And we know that because it comes from LBMA, Good Delivery Refineries. If you don't know what the LBMA is, go Google that, look that up. It'll let you know the absolute integrity of the gold that we ship all over the world. And then we're doing business in over 100 countries. Our delivery partner is FedEx. You know they did some research. They did more than Google before they decided to become a part of what we're doing and deliver our gold all over the world. And then we're getting paid through our payment partner, our own private issued MasterCard. You know MasterCard did some serious research, more than you or I could ever do. And so Karatbars has done all the research for us, and even the Vatican gets gold from Karatbars with Pope John Paul's picture on the card nonetheless. They did a run of 100,000. It was so successful, they did a second run of 100,000. It was so successful, now they're on their third run, and we have thousands of satisfied customers and affiliates worldwide taking advantage of this amazing global gold money system. So the global Karatbars payment and acquisition system is simply this: save a lot of gold for yourself, tell a lot of people, and make a lot of money. You save gold, share with others, and folks, you will get paid when they save gold. We give you all the support you need. Can you do it? Absolutely, you can do this. Not only can you do it, we're going to see to it that you do it. We've got our senior partners on Wealth Builders Worldwide, Ms. Sheila Abram, Ms. Maxine Jones, our moderators, Mr. Rodney Berger, the amazing, the real Browns, Mr. Willie Brown, world famous Willie Brown nonetheless, and Clean Comedy Clinic, and Miss Sherry Brown, one of our amazing presenters and moderators, and everybody knows the big pill, Mr. Roger Williams. And you guys know me, the CEO, Mike Dalcoe. And guys, save the best for last. And I say best, I mean Mr. Ty Best, our amazing mentor and senior partner, and the founder of our team, Wealth Builders Worldwide. And we've put all these tools together to assist you in building your business, learning about becoming a world-class networker, taking advantage of this awesome industry. networking industry and becoming a networking professional. So get back with the person that shared Carrot Bars with you, and let's get you started making Carrot Bars your vehicle to health and wealth and success. And we will see you guys on the white sandy beaches of the world. Everybody have a great day. Thank you, Mr. Dianashi there in South Africa. I'm glad I was able to jump on the stream. Mr. Williams, hope you feel better, man. We'll see you guys on the next stream.